Hello Capricorn, welcome to the end of 2022 reading series. Now it's your turn. We are going to make some reflection for the end of the year and see where you are at. I hope it can give you new insights as we will unreveal the cards one by one. So I'm happy to use 3 new decks in this reading, and I'm also going to use this new Vision Tarot as well to be able to look at the end of the year with a new vision and see how far we have come. Last year I was around this time I was actually doing New Year readings, but this year somehow I was very much guided to make more of like an end of the year and some reflection reading. This is also due to the difficulty of the Taurus-Scorpio axis, nodal axis by nature. And let's do this, okay? Let's do this. Now, so the New Vision Tarot says, what it says, let's find out. The first card is, okay, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Swords, but of course these are all depicted with New Vision, okay? So there is something more to the cards this time, because definitely we are not where we have started. We are in totally different condition than where we have first started back in the beginning of the 2022. It's just a really big change for many people. We are definitely not at the beginning of this year's energy. I mean, there is everyone has really some very it's like the end of the year is like a new energy actually, because it has made us progress so much in a short time. So it's like that's fine. I was very guided to do this rather than making a New Year reading this time. 7 of Wands, 2 of Wands, and the last cards. Which one? This is King of Swords. Let me see. You have also 3 oracles here, but okay, let's begin with the first cards, with tarot cards. Now, okay, so by the end of this now, 2022, actually you reach a particular new interest. There is something new here, some idea, like let's say in progress. Still, maybe lots of people are doing some closures, but you are finding some new things to engage in, some new level of interest. But then maybe there is some type of a rush energy, Capricorn, in you. And this a bit scares away everyone around you. Like, it's like the people you thought to be ally turn to be like in opposition with you. So here you are actually questioning some where I did wrong. Because it's like to have everyone with you is a good thing, supporting those paths, but why something, someone or some group here is like turning against you? Again, I mean, why here there is some type of a excuse me, battlefield like energy. And then, but you wise up and you say, excuse me, oh no, this is not the way. I did wrong somewhere. So I got to turn it around. And here is the Knight, King of Swords. It's like, now, King of Swords is not you. These guys are you. In the facing a King of Swords. So here there is some type of a report you are giving. You know, it's like saying I did and this, did this. I know maybe it was wrong, it was early, it was rush, it was very quick. So it can be like sometimes, you know, we didn't think about the result of our actions. So whatever this end of the year making you rush into something, don't buy it. This is my recommendation, humble recommendation for you. You need to think through there. There are some type of instructions. This end of the year, you may be really finding yourself terribly in conflict with someone. Like in this really, how do they say it? I don't know the English word for that. But you may like have someone and you may have your account settled there. You have really, you are really thinking what to say them here. Now let's see. You see the mouse, Knight of Swords. This rush action causes detriment. Then it becomes like a, look here, Capricorn, if you really find yourself rushing into something, you may really later hard recovery from that. So be careful about that. And to be honest, I want to tell you something. In terms of matters of the heart, you seem to here at the center struggle with the love of someone. It's like something, excuse me, something you wanted at the beginning. Oh, excuse me for that. Something you wanted at the beginning, you may not want it again. How funny the Two of Wands got the crossroads, because it's a crossroad card. So can be also mistaken someone's love for real, thinking that you have found maybe some type of a new interest with a person, but then turns out to be like being in something very actually hard to recover from. You have the bouquet here, but the King of Swords, you know. This is like really, and again, that can be even like someone who may be approaching you. Well, I need to warn the other signs. If someone really approaches you here, you are like, why are you now, you know, coming? Why now showing up? I was in this and this and that, you know. That person really feels bad about themselves just to reach out to you or like contacting you. It's a, you know, I have to say to other sides, you know, don't touch only watch. don't touch only watch Capricorns. Just watch Capricorns, but don't touch them. This is look, okay, so we have the lady, the mouse, amour, crossroads, the bouquet. This is a new direction in love. This is like going for too much, or someone is like coming for asking too much, but it's like showing someone this two-way street, saying them what you want is not applicable now. It's like you try to keep it like light-hearted. There is some ultimatums given. A person also having a hard time. Well, this is like putting you against some, it's putting you in some type of opposition with a person. And then it turns out to be something, you know, it's like, let's say there is this two kids, they decide to steal ice cream from the ice cream man. But then it's like they aren't, let's say, caught up in the beginning, but then the seller really, they are caught up by the seller, and then it turns out to be their worst day. But actually they just wanted to have fun, like this two children. You know, here the idea is something may start to be so fun and you may like rush into that idea, but the opposition you get and the results can be so bad. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Okay, so two of them has come. We have the forgiveness and the present, like the present forgiveness. You live in the moment and are able to bring forth the energy of love in your current circumstances. You are now able to activate the power of love in order to release past hurts. Forgiveness here is a King of Swords energy. Will he forgive this two? Because also that ice cream seller, will he forgive the two boys, like for stealing the ice cream? 6-7 years old. What I'm trying to say is that some forgiveness can happen, but the way that it reaches can be so annoying for people involved here. This is a bit also, this energy stems from because you caught up from in that present moment, not thinking really the actions later. Oh, not yet. Okay, so okay, my favorite oracle deck nowadays is this one. So we have change. When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. here is the crossroads. You see? You see the crossroads? When the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. Seeing that the control, like the early moving, rushing, and if you can change your situation to your advantage maybe, or thinking in the beginning that everything will be under your control, but it may go like totally wrong. So here then, because the King of Swords, by the way, it can represent legal people as well. I don't know if there can be like a legal situation attached to this for some of you, but let me see now the Tao Oracle's perspective for this, because this is the ultimate deck. This is the father and the mother of all decks, if you ask me, because it's I Ching and it's one of the earliest divinations in the world history. Okay, so what does the Tao says? I trust so much in this. You know, Philip K. Dick has written The Man in the High Castle with this one. The famous pianist John Cage, he wrote his compositions based on this. A lot of artists, songwriters, you know, has used I Ching and explore the Book of Changes. This means Book of Changes. So let's see what's happening in the Book of Changes for you. There you go. Excess. You take so much on your shoulders here. Suddenly you see you can't carry it anymore. Capricorn. Pluto will switch to Aquarius in March and will stay like 3 months, I think, and then go back Capricorn again. But in that 3 months, you will see some, you know, entrance scenery, how it is likely to be that planet is no more in your sign, so you will have some fresh air. And until that time, but this is not Pluto. I mean, this is, to me, feels like you will be lighter, feel lighter soon. And you will feel very much changed. But no need to put yourself into some kind of a overload, exhaustion, and a burdensome situation earlier than that. Okay, in this reflection reading. But if this is what it needs to be for the end of the year, maybe some people will go through that and they will understand it with the lessons. But here, there is a situation which puts really some pressure on you. And the pressure is both coming within and also from outside. So this excess actually can make you, maybe it's like you want to rush because you want to get rid of the burden. You want to eliminate maybe some stress there. But somewhere along the way, if you choose to ignore your own limitations, the reality you wake up can be not so good, disturbing it can be. Sometimes, you know, we say we had a burnout in something. Not necessarily in work, an emotion, an idea, something that we were so much engaged in. We finally get like the burnout from it. And but actually often stress or this excess can come from getting caught up in the drive for like more and more and more. But the mouse says actually this may cause a detriment. Then see, you know, how you are like finding yourself, where you are. There are people here or think circumstances like in opposition to you, and it's like you are what I did wrong. There is something look, whatever the more may be for you, this is not going to be a win pursuit for you or a win-win pursuit for you. So you have some needs, but you need to be attuned with your real needs. But when you go out of touch with your real needs of your natural self, the mind comes and it takes charge in, and it instantly has this appetite for the love of something. I don't know, power, money, fame, something physical, like this more. And you know, this demand to be satisfied. But it has a cost to your soul. So, look, we don't want you to go to some kind of a ecological devastation in your body, in your soul, okay? There is a stress here. And this is like this is to me like a justice figure here. So, it actually, if you, there is a, and you know, it all starts with this Page of Pentacles energy. Something fortunate even can hit you in the beginning, okay, and use it for the soul, for the sake of the soul, because that, if you want to relieve some type of a stress in some level, actually the best place is to begin with yourself, to come back to yourself and to take responsibility for how you think and how you act, because you may be like at the presence of something like questioning you here. You know, obsessive behavior sometimes, this Mars and Gemini transit also, can really make people blind to very simple and natural needs. It wants you to actually to take a step back. It wants you to take an objective look. And I think in this situation, it will be very obvious for you that more is not always better. More of something. Or, you know, something's more, or like its extension doesn't play out to be good for you. And you are actually coming to that crossroad and also questioning yourself. You see, there is here a jester, I think. This entertainer. This is like maybe the partners in crime here. But you see, he's sitting, waiting, not involved. Sulky, you know. Yeah, I feel if you find yourself follow the desires of your mind at the expanse pentacles of your body and soul, nature later comes to the rescue by presenting you that breaking point, which can bring a lot of tension, extension, stress, exhaustion, and frustration. So it's actually telling you that you will have to either stop on your own while there is still some time and it seems you are doing that, or it may take you go down the flames. Okay, so very distinct message, very distinct message. And I think all the Capricorns need to take this into consideration, I would say. You will see actually life, this is energy, this is energy, this is energy. And life becomes more energy efficient when we are in touch with our own natural rhythms, our nature, these needs. Okay? It's asking you actually first to meditate, reflect, contemplation. It will be very important for you to take maybe some time, to be alone, to see, to feel what's true for you at the present, in the here. This forgiveness situation is something, this happens later, it seems. But for what cost? The whole reading in the end is making you to realign with the truth that when the ego finally sees the utter madness of trying to control everything, you come to a sacred crossroads in your own evolution. That crossroad is there for you, Capricorn. And it asks you to realignment. Air signs can be very efficient in your life this time. Aries, Leo energy, and also air signs, I do feel. And this is air and fire energy. It's a chemical reaction, It's very in flames here. So just letting you know, Capricorn friends, okay? So, as they say, don't shoot the messenger. Capricorn friends, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope the messages can help for the end of the year. First time I'm doing the end of the year reading, and I'm very happy to bring those. If you have a personal tarot question to me, if you would like to consult me for a personal tarot question, you can visit me in my daily live streams, but please check the description box below to see first how asking questions in live streams are working. Okay, because it is written there how we do it, and you can hop on, pop in one of the live streams and bring me your questions. I will be very happy to help and answer them. Well, I think I have reached over 1,000 people over this 8 months now. So this is also something I really, as a reader, as a divination artist, it makes me to fulfill my mission. Thank you so much for being with me in this journey. Take good care, okay? Don't fall in flames, Capricorn friends. Thank you so much. Bye bye.